His own company was taken over by Google and he was heading the AI operation. The Jeffrey is supposed to be, he is known as the godfather of artificial intelligence. While resigning from Google on his resignation speech, he mentioned that he is resigning from Google to speak more freely about the hazards that can follow in the artificial intelligence, his own brain. He wanted to speak freely to the world. He also regretted being fathering such a technology in one of his speeches. 2-3 other scientists was regretted their lifetime work. If you remember, were R. Robert Oppenheimer, who invented atom bomb, and Einstein, of course, had sleepless nights when his formula E equal mc square was used for destructive purposes, and also Alfred Nobel, who invented dynamite, and he installed with the patents he got, installed the Nobel Prize. He himself lost his brother on a dynamite explosion way back in 1864. So these are the scientists who regretted their lifelong work along with Geoffrey Hinton. So when you speak about technological singularity, the term, I'll explain what it means. The technological singularity means it's a point of time where the technology overtakes the human brain, overshoots the powers of human brain, and it is able to self-improve itself. The artificial intelligence technology, when it is able to upgrade itself. Such signs are there. With that science only, the father of artificial intelligence, he resigned from Google. He wanted the government to put a moratorium for further research into this field. So, popularly, the technological singularity means a flashpoint from where the human intelligence is taken over by the artificial intelligence, which may or may not lead to a very hazardous situation for the human race itself. We cannot predict that. We don't know what it can bring about. When we talk about the scientific progress, it's in a exponentially accelerating mode. The modern human, from the Homo sapiens, when our modern civilization started, it's hardly 60,000 years. Though Homo sapiens were there for 500,000 years, but from 60,000 onwards only we had some technological or scientific progress. What we can say, around 60,000 years approximately. In that, if you consider the scientific development until the 1st century AD, that is around 58,000 years of development. If you take that as one unit of progress, that scientific progress doubled within 1,500 years. By 17th century, we had the technological progress accelerated to double that. That is 2 times what we progressed in 58,000 years. Then within 150 years, it became 4 times. It became 4 instead of 1. It became 4, like again double in 150 years. You can see the period is reducing, but the acceleration is more. So within 150, by 19th century, it was almost 4 units, and within another 100 years, it was 8 units. So it's in an exponential acceleration mode, the development of technology. And with that, if you consider many of the scientists like Stephen Hawking and a lot of modern day scientists have predicted a time period for for the break-even point for the technological singularity, it is somewhere between 2020 and 2050. It can be or may not be a disastrous situation. I don't know. I just took up this topic not to go deep into the technology of that, but as laymen, any technological disasters, we are the people who are affected most. So I just wanted all of you to think on those lines, before we go from here today, at least you have a point to ponder upon, so that, you think of it in a holistic way, apart from our routine things. So I just wanted, that was my whole idea. So let us, when the role players come onto the stage, I'll ask them to give their views on this particular aspect, whether the AI technology will take over the human brain, their own earnest opinions. We can just put it here. While going back from here today, you'll have something to ponder on. Okay. So let us come into today's business.